Hi, this is Icon Groovy Entertainment. Today's video is doing like a back to school video. Cause a lot of the kids went back to school today. So I'm gonna show off my workbooks that I had for decades, and you get to see them all. Like the first book is a math book from let's see the math that have got years on them. Maybe up in 1994 or 94. And it's a regular math book. And this is kind of good edition, so it got fractions, multiplications, and all that. I think you can find some easy stuff to look at. Oh, here we go. Something. Yeah, I never learned how to do fractions and all that ABC math. And this is the this is the teacher book of this workbook. So you can know all the answers the way the teacher would. This is grade 5. Okay. This is fifth grade math. I didn't know that. That's some hard math. But I can't even do it. Yeah, see, just tell you the answers and stuff. Oh, this is the only this is the only teacher copy that I got of the collection. You're not gonna see another teacher thing. I don't want to drop that heavy thing. Then we got another map book. This is from they don't tell you the grade on these things, so let's see if they tell us. Okay, this is grade 6. So this is the sixth grade math book. And this book is dusty. Um, this is a little a little bit simpler. Even so I can't do that kind of math. I never like I said in my other videos, didn't really do to for the school. So this stuff I have no clue about this stuff. Look at this kind of math. I never seen this kind of math before. And it is sixth grade. Okay, try let's go to see a test for reading prompt. So they teach you to do a test to see how bad you are at this stuff. I know I would probably flunk this thing if I had to do it. But it looks like this. So let's see how old this book is. This book is from 1985. So this is a 37-year-old book. So some of the stuff might be antique, and some of the stuff might still work today. Because some of the stuff that happened in the 80s might not work out for you in the 2000s. And some stuff is still relevant today. Now, I see how old the other math book was. The sixth grade math book. I didn't look. I didn't see. I wasn't looking for the year. This is from 1985. So this book is from 1985. So that's why this book looks a lot easier than the 1994 book did. Because this looks more my speed if I had to look into it. So I could teach myself work. If I wanted to go back to school, I got all my books, you can say. Yeah, you even got a bookmarker, a homemade bookmarker. Okay, now we got a history book. Now there's gonna be two history books. One I don't got with me right now, but what I would do is pause the video. You will probably see a little skip when I was getting the other history book. Let's see how old this book is. See, this book was from 1998. And I don't know what grade this book is. Well, it looks like this. So 98, that's like a 24-year-old book. And they don't really tell you the grade. So I'm thinking this is a history book. And I was good at history. This is another history book. Young Student Learning Library. This is just one book. And they teach you, let's see if I can find some pages. Well, that's what it is. There we go. So it's kind of like this. They teach you all about the different countries and the United States and all that good stuff. I think this is the United States I'm looking at. Yeah, this like California, Texas. So this is the and this book was made. This book was made in Connecticut, and the year is 1993. So this came out in 1993. Another history book in a sense. Here's a math. Here's another math book for grades 3 to 4. Now I can do this kind of work. Yeah, this is more my level. I can do this and can get probably get a B or a C. The other math books, I'll be lucky if I get a C. And this came out in 1995. Okay, 1985. This book came out, and this is from a Kmart, and it costs $1.99. So another math book. Now we're gonna get to, I don't know, arts and crafts. Now this book looks like it's from the 70s or the 60s because she got a 60, 70 haircut. So let's see how old the book really is. There's no way the book was made in the 90s. This is from 1974. But yes, this is a 74 edition from the 1965 edition. So the book right came out in 19. But they're wearing some different color clothes. It's kind of hard when they release books. They release them with new pictures, some of them. Now this is an arts and craft book. But it was made in the 60s. It's a more that's how the book. Now my dog is barking because the mailman just showed. And I'm not getting no mail. I got any mail. Get some more. How to play party games. Now, I know you can't see the words and near can I that much, but so this is just a children's craft book from the 60s and 70s. Now here's a spelling book. Now this looks like it was made in the 80s. Now I have no clue how old what year that book was. It's number 11, but I have no clue what kind of grade that book was. But this book looks like it's from the 80s or 70s. They got that look to it. And let's see how old the book is. This book was made in 1988, but it was already made. Boy, this is a 19. This got a lot of years to it. So it was made in the late 60s, and then it got re-released in the early 70s, and it kept getting re-released. So this was like a spelling book. Looks like this, and you put the missing words. This looks interesting. There's some more of this mess. Now I haven't been in school in 20 years, but I never had this book before. I have it now, but no, I either had it back then and never gave the book back. Now here's a cursive book. How to write. I can't read cursive, but whatever that says. But it looks like a cursive book. Just just looking at the pages. That's one of my weakness. How, how to read and then how to read cursive. Cursive is tough for the read. This came out in 1981. If we can find some pictures. Uh, not no pictures in here really. Except a bunch of ways of how to write cursive. And then the last book is a giant basic skill book from kindergarten to first grade. Now I can do this book and get an A plus out of it, or maybe not. Let's find this. See, we'll show you some more pictures. Okay, this is my kind of math. I can do basic math and get away with it. Anything after basic, I'm in trouble. And see, this like colored numbers greater than 21 on the balloon side. And the other side is I can't read that small print. Choose the number that is larger. This is choose a number larger than the regular numbers. And this book came out in 2000. So this is a kindergarten to first grade. So we got all the grades in a sense. Now I'm gonna do a pause button and show you a history book that I had in eighth grade. Now you're gonna see a skip, right? Okay. Yeah. Now this is a book I had in eighth grade. Yeah, okay. I had them backward. And this was my history book. Of course, this book is probably so I had it in eighth grade, but I was in a seventh grade history class. And this book was like old, but I had this book was antique. And the teacher was nice enough to let me keep the book. So I had this book for over 20 years. Now the book is not falling apart, but the binders is not that great in condition. Now this book is from 1985. Okay, makes sense why the book is kind of fall apart. There's some more pictures before I stop touching it. Now we're gonna go into another part of school. Let's say you were doing fractions, and this is from 1976. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, okay. Wondering what I was expecting. Now these are just picture cards with words on them, like a can opener. If you can see that, I'm not gonna show you all the pictures. Here's a hose. Whoops. Okay. Here's a towel. Here's a masher. Oh, I didn't know it had a name to it. Okay, there's a what is that? A pillar trying to fall out. It's kind of hard. These things are slippery. Yeah. So this is a bunch of picture cards. Like here's a ribbon upside down. Here's scissors. Let's do one more. Let's see what the next card's gonna be. I have no clue. A roller and pen. Now I got another box. I don't want to hit a button and erase my video. No, I just made a mess with these. I dropped them. Oh, okay. They got functions. Oh, okay. Well, I read that word wrong. Okay. This ain't functions. This is associations. So I didn't know they had different things here. Okay, it makes more sense. I did fractions. You see, I'm bad at reading. And when I dropped all the cards, it didn't help me. Let's see what their association look like. Here you go. Association can opener. So what the can opener have to do with associations? Oh, I think they're the open cans. The old fashioned way. And this is all the functions. Like a sewing machine. Yeah. But what is the function of a sewing machine? Just to sew your clothes up, they don't fall apart. If I knew how to sew, I wouldn't be buying clothes. Oh, I see what happened. I got a box association, and that can opener was put in the wrong box. Okay. Now I'm not gonna go through all these and see if everything's in here, but I'm gonna say 10% of the stuff. I'm gonna say 90% of the stuff is in here, no matter what it is. Let's see what the associations look like. And they're both made in the 70s. Now I don't know what the card was for, or the association cards, like comb. Now, what is the association of comb or target? Make no sense to me unless I read the back of the box. Baseball cage. No, the not here. This is from 1977. So they went up the next year. They were teaching you how to do associations. Now, if you know what associations stand for these pictures I showed you, are functions, leave it in the comments. It'd be nice to know what these things meant. But I have no clue, and I can't really give you a real answer. Now I'm going to go singular and plural. This is like language skills from 1973. Let's see what the 73 was. They got a lot in here. Okay, like, check. Now I have no clue what none of these means, but it's going to be more interesting. I won't know what the card's going to say. Sandwich. Mice. Fish. These the pictures, these the word are kind of good sized words. Boot. So if you know what these stand for, singular and plural, leave it in the comments. It'd be nice to know what these things stand for. Our shoe. So a shoe and a boot are two different things. Glasses. Did it really need four glasses? One and two be enough? Football. They got a lot of sports in here. Let's do one more. Newspaper. Peace at last. So I have no clue. This is during the Vietnam War, and that war didn't end until 75. So, and the president was so Nixon, so they didn't get rid of him at all yet. He wouldn't go away until 74. So this is all just back to school stuff. I'm not gonna hold all them books up because that's gonna be heavy. So that's every book for school. For kindergarten to high school in a sense. Because we got some of these books could be for ninth grade or 10th grade. So, and if any of you guys are going are starting school, no matter what grade you're in, you can leave it in the comments. Whatever grade you're going to school for, it'd be nice. And if you're not going to school, you could just say no school for me. Like like me, I'm not going to anybody's school. I got my own school system here. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.